Hello everyone, my name is One Man Racing and welcome back to another video. Today we're in the Dutch Grand Prix at the Zandvoort circuit. Last video, where was we? We was China. Almost had our point, almost had a single one, but we got a time penalty, which means Ricardo took the point from us. Yep, quite sad. It would have been round 4 you would have got a point, but yeah. We put a new sponsor on our car. Quest, it's make sure no teams DNF.
Well, it's great to be back at your headquarters, and I've got to say, an awful lot's changed since we were last here. Let's dive in with some questions. Your team's been picking up points fairly consistently. Do you think you'll be able to become a challenge to the top teams in the future?
And this question I was kind of confused, because we haven't picked up no points this season, so I just put compliment on our sponsor.
You've been struggling to get points this season. What are the key areas of improvement you need to make to the team?
Dradix's last point about how we get loads of points, but Aero, I think we
what are your
do something with them.
team going into this season?
And this one, we're not exactly a fast team, we're about midfield, so I'll put about getting a few points there.
Would it be safe to say that in terms of team orders,
this question I absolutely hate, so I just skipped it completely.
Do you see your
no.
relationship with your second driver being long-term, or will you be looking for someone else if you're successful?
Complimenting our driver to keep him interested in the team as one.
It's been wonderful to spend some time with you. Best of luck out on track.
Right, and with that, we start advancing to the Dutch Grand Prix, but we have a chassis component which got delivered. And into first quali now. Right, and we're into quali. Our first outing. That's trying to make up from our happy but disappointing finish in China. Last episode. Touch a bit of gravel there, but that's fine. Hit the DRS. That's perfectly, I would presume. It didn't look like I'd hit it any earlier. Into turn 1, be careful not to hit that inside curve, because you hit that, one tire goes over and you start spinning. To be during this race, so you'll have to stay tuned to watch that. Going around turn 4, quite enjoy that corner. Always take it a bit wide though. Never actually been able to keep it down the racing line, but nonetheless, we touch the curb, spin, and we break our front ring, hit into the other barrier, breaking off the other front wing. That first hit into that barrier, I was very surprised we didn't break the actual car or something, because hitting the car would have been the whole quali over. Start P22, and yeah, just wouldn't have been very good, and it would have been our first DNF from a quali. So yeah, on to our second flying lap now though. After the AI stops taking control, we'll be on our second one. This one we just look to set a lap time. This is pretty much, I returned to the box and yeah, just strapped new tyres on and went out again because we need to get a lap time in. At the moment we are behind Latifi, and Grosjean, our rival, is P18. Yes, he is. No, 21. Yeah, P18. He is P18. Don't know why that took me so long. But we took some damage coming out of the final turn, turn 15. We have a yellow front wing. I reckon we could have gone a lot quicker if we didn't have a broken front wing. But yeah, what can you do, eh? So in the past they got flashbacks on because I remember to turn them off.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Yeah, took them off at China. Had like 9 million attempts at the race, but then got the hang of it. Did pretty well. This is one take, I believe. 1 or 2 takes around here. It's fairly good. hitting the DRS, going down this, yeah, just going around there. Going around turn 13 in 14 and 15. We're doing fairly well. It's at the moment we're on 105. It's gonna be it's not gonna be that, but it's gonna be somewhere near that, I reckon. 1013. It was that far off. And this is at the end. So do you know when all cars go out at the final one time around like 3 minutes or something? Well, I went out at exactly 2 minutes, meaning I'd have had around minute 45 seconds left if I drove out. But no, I chose to let the AI go out, and well, it went slow, and we didn't get to finish qualifying. We started P22, which is not good. If I drove out, I could have easily got there. Had like 40 something seconds to spare. But no.
Today, let's have your take on it. You lost to your teammate today. Was it just not your day?
Yes, it just wasn't my day. Well, no. Yeah, it's the AI's fault, but no. It was, just wasn't my day.
How will not making Q3 affect your strategy?
This question doesn't apply to me because, well, we haven't got out of Q1. Ever.
You left some bodywork out there on the track. Were you struggling for grip? Great. Well, that's everything.
It was 35 years ago that the late great Niki Lauda took his 25th and final Grand Prix win here at Zandvoort. He came from 10th on the grid to beat his McLaren teammate Alain Prost by just 0.2 of a second. Well, Zandvoort is a very different circuit today, of course, but still one with an incredible legacy. And we're going to add to that. Welcome along to the 2020 Dutch Grand Prix. Zandvoort circuit, 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with plenty of steep camber and elevation changes to keep our drivers on their toes throughout a 2.6-mile lap. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. So, let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Albon, Perez, Stroll, Sainz and Daniel Ricciardo, Norris, Kvyat, Pierre Gasly and Ocon, Raikkonen, Magnussen, Antoine Hubert and Roman Grosjean, Latifi, Giovinazzi, Russell and Richards. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
My name is Richard. Richards, or something like that. No clue why. But we're going soft to hard. The other was a medium to hard, but, well, we didn't fancy doing that. And it's a slow start from us. Yeah. Russell starts to squeeze us, but we keep our foot in. Almost hitting Giovinazzi, but we miss him. Down to turn 1, we overtake Latifi, but our teammate still is ahead, as well as Grosjean, who gained a place going up into P17. We go round the outside on 2 cars. 1 car, but our teammate comes back fighting. And he doesn't let us, but we keep our foot in, go, and just close the door on him. Puts our hand up there because he touched us, but yeah, it was an alright start. We're P17 from P22. Even if I finished here, I would have been so happy. Going around up turn 12, now 13. We are just slowly making our way to Magnussen. We have overtaken Grosjean, but we kind of want to get as far away from him as possible, as he's our rival and we don't want to be beaten by him. We don't ever want to be beaten by him. Second lap's fairly right. We look to go around the inside. We tap to make causing Magnussen to lock up, but he doesn't spin as he stills behind us, and we still have our teammates just behind him. So we have put 2 cars in front of me and Grosjean, which is quite good. We look to go around the outside of Raikkonen, but we don't make it. It's alright though, we'll have a go at him the next lap. And the next lap. And the next lap. And so on and so forth. Going a bit wide there. So, well, we didn't even really go wide, we just went off the throttle, or else we would have gone wide. And we ask our engineer something. We ask him about our rival, Grosjean. But he doesn't say anything. He just ignored us, which is kind of rude. But we set 2 green sectors in Sector 1 and Sector 2. Valtteri Bottas sets the fastest lap as a 1:14. And here's where I changed the audio, made it a lot louder.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead, and in the
DRS is active now since it's lap 3. But see what I mean? The actual game audio was just nowhere. We go trying to make the move stick around the outside. We keep our foot in. He gets a better exit than us. But as we go around, he stops to let us pass pretty much, or else it would have caused an accident. Now we have Norris ahead of us in P14. Fighting a McLaren. Last time this happened, we spun. Well, we didn't even spin, we just had a massive lock up round Bahrain, and he just zoomed off. But kind of funny seeing him down in P14 with us behind us.
Flag.
There's a yellow flag, and this is because Kvyat, he had an engine failure. Engine blew up right in front of us, and that's a free place for us, but as well as for everyone behind him.
Okay, clear.
So yeah, still on the hunt for Norris, but we are P14. I'm not sure if I said that, hopefully I didn't. Lap 7 now. It's gone quite a few laps from lap 3. But we get DRS, stay in Norris' slipstream, use overtaking Rich Mix, and we start going around the inside. We break a bit later than him, leaving a little bit of room in case you...
Good job, nice overtake.
Shut up, Jeff. Leaving a little bit of room in case he wanted to go right down the inside, but he didn't. He slowed the car. Sort of taking this one normal. That turn normal. Turn 4. 3, sorry. 3, not turn 4. Ocon's in front of us, and we're P13. Made quite a decent amount of... And we go right, and... Well,
Caution.
Norris hits us, but we caused him hitting us. Going around here, I wanted to see actually what's happened, because, well, at first I thought it was his fault. But watching it from his perspective, we goes wide, and we go on the track whilst he's there, causing him to spin and hit us and breaking his front wing. So it is our fault. Sorry about that, Norris. But, yeah. Should have got a penalty, and Max is out like 2 corners later. So that's Kvyat and Max out. I think Max was like 3rd or 2nd or something like that. He was running quite high. But I believe his was just a durability issue and just retired. Not a massive engine failure like Kvyat. So yeah, it's all good on him. Go around the final banking now. We red in all sectors by around second, almost 2 seconds.
To teammate behind is 4.0 seconds.
Still have Ocon in front of us though, and we are now P12. We have gained 10 positions in 9 laps. I'd say that's pretty decent, wouldn't you? It was really good. On to lap 11 now, and this is what I mean by you touch that curb and we spin. Quite luckily enough, we was far enough away for Racker not to overtake us, but we had to get on the power pretty early, as well as use Rich Mix to keep him at bay as he had DRS, etc.
We're going to box this lap. Push hard on the in-lap.
On to lap 12, we, as Jeff said, we're on our in-lap. As always, I'm going to show the in-lap and out-lap. Just the way, innit? Yeah. I believe we go green, green, green. In all 3 sectors during this. Perez is in front of us, as Perez and Sainz came up the pit just in front of us. Sainz is, Perez and Sainz are doing really well this season. Even though it's season 1, but still doing fairly well. Got on the power nice and early there, much earlier than I have done before, I believe. Completely missing that apex actually.
Okay, the gap behind is 3.0 seconds.
Again, we have enough room for from Raikkonen, so if we do make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. But into our pit now, we completely use most of our overtake. And the car felt like it was going to spin, and when I did that, I thought I was going to, what's the word? Get a penalty for speeding in the pit lane, but we don't, and it's a quick pit stop at a 2.1.
Complete, go now.
Very quick.
Stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
I mean, it's not Red Bull quick at a 1.81, I think their time was in last season. Actual season, real life, not in game. But yeah, it's fairly quick on the game. I think it was the fastest pit stop out of all the AI. This is our outlap then. I believe we get like a 120 something. It's very slow because we came out of the box, but nothing. It's an outlap. I believe it is slow. It's where you warm your tyres up, etc. But I don't do that. I don't warm tyres up. I just race. Like nyom. So yeah, we go quick. Coming around the last few corners now. Taken sort of okay. That one. Teammate comes in the pits. Hubert comes in the pits.
Antoine is coming in.
Thank you, Jeff. I mentioned that before you, so get right. We cross the line, and well, we're on lap 32 now.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
So a considerable difference from lap 17. But we do overtake Ocon in the Renault. This promotes us into P10. We have no penalties. We are going to keep this position. Hopefully, anyway. I don't fancy losing this one again. But because it'll be our first point. Albon has set the fastest lap. He is like 6 seconds, 7 seconds behind me. So yeah, at the end I think he's like...
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making an...
At the end, I believe...
The gap to the car ahead is 4.4 seconds.
At the end, I believe he's like 3 seconds away from Ocon. So, not that... 3 seconds away from us, sorry. And Jeff always knows when to speak, doesn't he? Just... As soon as I'm trying to talk... Oh, we're catching the car ahead. Ah, okay. And then he talks again. He does like cutting us off. And on to the final lap now. We're going across the banking. It's fairly quick. We have engine wear. First time this season.
This is your final lap of the race.
As well as tyre, I believe it's on like 60 something. So yeah, a considerable amount of the Grand Prix. Yeah, it's like 23 instead of like 32-minute video. Because most of it was just me trying to catch Ocon. And not spinning or crashing or anything to really be enjoyable. Other than we set a fast as Sector 1 at some point, which was beaten by Leclerc. But we set a green Sector 1, so we are fairly consistent around here, I would say. We are gapping, but also not. On Ocon, he is gaining on us because he will have DRS and, well, we don't.
Gap to car in front is 5.2 seconds.
Not important, Jeff. This is the final lap. I'm not going to gain like 9 million seconds at once. Round this penultimate corner into the final corner. We use all of our overtake rich mix as well just to keep that 1 point. And we do. We do come across to get our first point of the season.
That's the end of the race. We'll see.
Very, very happy with P10. Puts us above Haas in the championship now. We also get a driver of the day from P22 to P10. 12 positions gained in a single race. Very, very happy with that.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Bottas, he actually beat Hamilton, which is, well, if you're looking in real life season, is very surprising. But he is ahead of Hamilton in the
Let's see what
standings.
effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Richards. Look at where they finished compared to where they started. It's not easy to cut through the field like that in Formula 1, so it was a great effort.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, good work from Racing Point this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next
It's not only us who did well, Antoine did well as well, P17 to P14. Our car looks very strong around this track. I accidentally went on to Race Director. But yeah, we had a collision with Norris and stuff. Yeah, Norris changed his wing on lap 9. It's definitely not caused by me. I reckon he would have got like P5 or something because he was on hard, so he would have outlasted everyone pretty much. But yeah, into the driver's standings, we are 14th, and Valtteri is above Lewis. We are 8th in the constructors' standings, overtaken Haas. And well, yeah, we are above Roman Grosjean in the rivalry. We get our acclaim up, but we do not go to level 6. We are ever so close to going to 6, but we don't. No, the game doesn't want us. We get on both of our sponsors from Complete, as well as ATK from just us. But anyway, my name has been YMAN Racing. If you liked this video, hit the like button, and if you enjoy my channel, hit the subscribe button. We have a Discord, as well as I will put my league Discord in the description as well. Yeah, have fun, and I will see you for the Spanish Grand Prix.